that vote buying has become a contentious issue in contemporary discourse on the sustainability of democratic development in Nigeria. The menace of vote buying is gradually creeping in electoral processes and undermining the efforts of the electoral system in conducting competitive, free, fair, and credible elections for the sustenance of democratic development in Nigeria. Galaxy's Daniel Tinimo completes this report.
Vote buying is a transactional process through which electorates offer their votes for sale in political parties or public office aspirants and their agents bargain to buy the vote from sellers. In Nigeria, politicians have become habituated to fraud, corruption, intimidation, and violence as if they consider these the necessary weapons of political winners, thus making vote buying synonymous with selling and buying of goods and services in an open market on agreed prices in places where competition is very high. The process seems to be auction, whereby the voters sell to the highest bidder. While speaking with human rights activist and public affairs analyst Okechukwu Nwaguma, who highlighted some of the causes of vote selling in Nigeria, he said poverty and hunger is the main weapon politicians use to lure Nigerians to sell their vote. Nwaguma added that most Nigerians are not voting based on their conscience.
Vote buying remains one of the key challenges that still remains to be seriously tackled, because if people have to sell their votes, it means that it gives a dent to the credibility of the votes. It means that people are not voting based on their conscience, based on their will. It simply means that they are selling their votes. They are voting based on who pays them to vote. And this is a function of hunger, poverty. While poverty is a problem and has become a weapon in the hands of politicians, I think citizens need to also realize that that does not justify their acceding to politicians buying their conscience.
Nwaguma faulted the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) for the recent arrest of some residents of Ekiti State during the just concluded gubernatorial election. He said the arrest is just a media propaganda for the EFCC if the culprits are not publicly prosecuted in a transparent and fair way. Nwaguma called on the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to collaborate with the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC) and other security agencies to ensure that vote buying did not take place in the coming general elections in Nigeria.
We saw that some EFCC, ICPC arrested some people caught, sharing money. We are waiting to see what they do with them. It's not just enough to make a show of arresting people, but we want to see what deterrence they can put in place, because unless they deal with them according to law, prosecute them for violating the Electoral Act. And I think INEC needs to work closely with security agencies to devise effective strategies to deal with vote buying and vote selling. It's a dent on the efforts of INEC and those other stakeholders to strengthen our electoral system and make it more credible, to be able to deliver democracy and good governance.
Daniel Tinimo, here in Lagos, reporting for Galaxy TV News.